flat, stay flat. Kick, kick, kick.
First of all, I want to say thank you for coming. We want to be able to demonstrate what a resident might experience if they fall through the ice. We have warming temperatures coming up through the next few days. We have ice that's inconsistent in terms of thickness, and so we want our residents to be safe and to know what's out there. We also want them to know what to do if they do fall in and what to do if they do see somebody fall in. What we're going to do is we're going to put some reporters in the ice, and we have our firefighters here. They're going to help them understand how to self-rescue, and then also to experience the capabilities of the fire department and our personnel in the actual rescue of these guys, of a victim. First of all, I want to introduce the fire chief. Where is the fire chief at? Here he is. Fire Chief Ron Spears is right here behind the cameras. Deputy Chief Jeff Finkbeiner. Township Supervisor Gary Wall. Tony Bartolotta and Karen Joliet is our trustees, and Margaret Birch is our treasurer. And again, Matt Covey's back there is our fire marshal. And our personnel, I can't say enough about our personnel, how awesome it is to have these guys come out and help with this. We've got a great group here, and I hope we put on a great effort today for you, so you can see exactly what might happen and how to rescue yourself. So, okay, so we've got a reporter in the middle there between the two rescuers, and he's from the Oakland Press, and John's getting a briefing from those guys out there. They're about almost 200 feet out in the water, and he's going to give them a briefing as to how we're going to go in. And then if he wants to, he's going to actually jump in the water. And again, we're hoping that he will jump in and kind of get an idea as to what it's like when you do fall through the ice. We've already created a big old hole out there for him. For safety reasons, he is tethered off. He has to have a rope on him. So he's safe at all times right now with us. He's going to demonstrate how to self-rescue. He's going to see what it's like to self-rescue. And once they're kind of done with that, then they're going to go ahead and rescue him a couple times and pull him out of the water. I would say he has no more than a half an hour in regular clothing, in street clothing, but in the suit he's got all day. So, but yeah, you're going to lose muscle control. You're going to lose some cognizant efforts there, and you're going to struggle once you're in that water. You're going to panic to some degree anyway. So the more information we can get out to our residents about the dangers of the ice and the possibilities of what might happen if you do fall through the ice, this is all the better. If you get in the water, you need to take a deep breath, and you need to make sure you calm yourself. Think about your breathing techniques is what I think is really important, and then figure out how you're going to get out. Start kicking your feet, because the weight of your clothes may pull you down, and so you want to really start kicking your feet. And if you have awls, the ice pick, start ice picking at the ice and try to pull yourself out. Do what you can to pull yourself out. Make some noise. It's really hard to hear out there, but if you can make some noise and it spreads to shore and someone on the shore can hear you, all the better. If you have a plan, if you've already given your plan to somebody here on shore to let them know I'm going a couple hundred feet out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they'll know, and hopefully they'll be keeping an eye on you. And they can, if they have to, they can call 911 if you do fall in. Again, we're saying no ice is safe ice. But if you have some long, hard freezes, that's when you're going to have the thicker ice. The clear ice is going to be the thickest ice. We have some slushy ice out here. That's really going to be kind of dangerous. That's where you can fall in very easily. If it's real milky or murky there, that's probably not clear ice. The best thing to do is be able to cut into that ice with some sort of a drill and see how thick of ice you have. We're talking about 4 inches or so minimum for people to walk out on there. Again, recognizing that no ice is really safe ice, but we're recommending 4, maybe 6 inches of ice before you really walk out there and be serious. I think another factor as a fisherman to think about too is to not gather in groups. You got a cluster of 200, you got 200-pound people hanging around on the ice. You've got a lot of weight on that ice, and it most likely will give. So you got to be really careful about that. Life jackets, a flashlight, a whistle, even some sort of a life ring for yourself. I think those ice picks are a great idea to have out there. A cell phone, something to where if you have to do an emergency procedure, you're kind of prepared, but you definitely want to be prepared. First thing you do is call 911. Get our rescuers en route. We have all of our fire trucks have ice rescue suits, and our firefighters will suit up en route. They'll get out of the truck and they'll be ready to go. All they got to do is deploy ropes and start walking out there to rescue. So that's the first thing you should do is call 911. I don't think you should go. I think the last thing you should do is go out there. What you can do is throw a rope to them, throw a life jacket to them, see if you can reach them with a big stick or a pole or something. But the very last thing you want to do is go out there, because most likely you will become a victim also. We want to get their wet clothes off them as soon as we can, put some blankets on them. So I guess before you even go out there, if you're going to be a rescuer, is have some blankets out there on the shore so you can wrap it around them and keep them warm. What we're going to do is we're going to put ice packs under their armpits and see if we can get them warm that way with some blankets wrapped around them, but we want to get them out of the wet clothes too. That's the big thing.
Well, it's exciting to be out here, not only in the biggest fire department in Oakland County, but the finest equipped and finest operating fire department in Oakland County. It's a pleasure to be on board and be able to come out here and watch them in action. And this is it's a wonderful demonstration of what's out here and available to the public in an emergency situation, and how rapidly they can respond to this. And we've already been put into action once this winter over on Scott Lake when 2 people went through the ice. So it's exciting. It's exciting, and it's encouraging to know that we have it. The fact that Waterford has 34 lakes within the township to start with, we got a lot of water and a lot of area to form ice in the wintertime for people to fall through. So that's important in itself. And then the fact that our fire department we're a big township, we're over 71,000 people, and we're well equipped. We spent our money wisely over the years. And the fact that we had the equipment and the knowledge how to use it and the training has been passed on from, department generation, and that's all important. And next we've kept up with technology, and that all that adds up to operation that runs very smoothly.
So that's one of the rescues that we try to teach people, so they may go over that with you, they may not. I don't know.
See right there. Whereabouts?
How deep is that? It said 6 feet at that point. Okay. Yeah. And it's
You have to go in?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep. Stay confident.
quite a bit, the sun.
Yeah, it's getting jumpy.
Yep.
I don't want to fall through the ice in the middle of winter, I know that.
Pretty cold out there?
Yeah, I kicked my butt too trying to get up and pull myself out. So just go in the water there, how to turn around, pull the ice picks out of the arms here, kick your legs so your weight gets back behind you, and just grab and pull until you slide on the ice and keep pulling yourself as flat to the ice as you could be to get away from the hole as far as you could, and then before you got up to start trying to go off the ice.